Hey people, um, second installment of Ghost Rider TV coming at you right now. As you can see, there's no Mustang. Well, hey, there's my brother's car. But actually, I had my car taken in Friday. Got the call today that my transmission is destroyed, and it was so bad that the guy said as soon as they pulled the transmission pan down, there were pieces of my clutch discs in the transmission pan, so that's not good. And in the short version, he said that they can't rebuild them after that much of a catastrophic failure. So, luckily I was able to find a 2005 donor car. No, I'm not manual swapping. I don't really give a crap if anybody says this. I should. I don't care. It's my car. I paid for it. But that's not what I'm wanting to talk about. Hopefully, though, next time I will have my car back and I'll be in it, be riding. Fucking there we go. I look like a fucking cone head. Is that backwards? But what I want to talk today is about being you see this, I've seen it more in the Mustang community than anywhere else. The import guys, it's more on the Subi Evo thing. But you don't hardly see it with the import guys, GM guys, Mopar, anybody. It's mostly in the Mustang world. And it's kind of fucking sad. But being a porch dick, or actually a keyboard dick, bashing on somebody because of how they want to do their car, and they're not doing it how everybody and their fucking brother's doing it. You know, bags, concave wheels, slammed on the fucking ground. You know, not everybody's into that shit. So, and you see it a lot in the Mustang community, and it's actually very sad that nobody, the way people think in the Mustang community, nobody should have any individuality. That, oh my god, you put Roush badges on your V6, tie him to the stake and burn him. Yeah, bullcrap. Yeah, I understand sometimes people think, especially with people putting Cobra badges on a car, yeah, it should somewhat earn it. But some people buy cars that way, and some people are just delirious and think they can get by with it. For example, a girl that lives where I live has I think she told me it was a 2001 convertible V6, it's automatic, that has the SVT badge actually, you know, where it's supposed to be on the trunk of a Cobra. And the fender badges, and actually has the snake in the grill. And she has, I talked to her one time, and God almighty, but she swears up and down it is a legitimate V6 Cobra. Now I know they made some Roush Cobras and Saline Cobras for the new edges, but they're very rare. And I know Roush, some of their stage 1s are V6s. But I have never, ever, ever heard of a V6 Cobra convertible with an automatic. And I'm not saying that automatic fucking matters. It's just a simple fact of she's one of those people who will swear up and down it's a real thing when it's not. And that's the only problem I have with people who badge something as it is not. When you sit there and argue that it is the real thing when you and everybody else knows it's not. You're just lying to yourself to make yourself feel better. So, I say this is mostly directed towards the Mustang crowd. The next time you see, like me, I have the Roush door sill plates in my car because my Mustang ones were bent and getting fucked up. And I couldn't really find any replacements that said Mustang that were silver like I had. So I bought the Roush ones. They look pretty good. And Oh my God, the hell I caught for that. It made me sick. And at the time I did want to make a Roush clone, legit Roush clone, supercharger, everything but the transmission. But I've since shied away from that. So I say to you, don't be that asshole. Don't be that dick. Don't be that porch dick. And my Walking Dead fans, you know what that means. But see somebody that, you know, they got their Cobra badges on a 2015. They may like them. Or they have Cobra badges on a, I don't know, a 2002. Hell, they may have bought it that way. You don't know. But they may just like the way those badges look. Me personally, I love the way the powered by Ford fender badges look. They come on the Shelby GTs in 07. They just look, to me, they look a lot cleaner. And I've thought about putting some on mine. But, you know, nobody really condemns anybody for putting a powered by Ford, because people don't really realize that that was a Shelby GT option. And anytime anybody defends themselves, oh my God, you should see the arguments. All these closet mechanics and closet experts come out of the fucking closet. Me, I went to school for Ford, Lincoln, Mercury, Nissan, Infiniti, but I don't tell everybody that, because I don't want to seem like that know-it-all dick. But you know, I've done my reading. I've talked to people who know a shit ton more than me, even people who have worked for Ford at the assembly plant for probably longer than I've been alive. And you know, when somebody like that tells you something, you kind of have to believe them, because hell, they've been there longer than most of us have been alive. So they've seen the changes. Just like it's really hard for people to understand that from 1979 to 2004, those were all built on the same platform, the Fox platform. A Fox body is not a body style Mustang, it is a platform. It's so hard for people to grasp. And so, I mean, don't be an ass. Now, if that person's giving you a reason to be a dick back to them, by all means, go ahead, set them straight. But if it's, you know, your local 16-year-old who just got the car, they love it, wanted a Mustang their whole life, go easy on them. Unless they're being a little dickhead. Then put them in their place. But, especially you Coyote guys, God, y'all, there's nothing better than a Coyote to you guys. Which I'm not gonna lie, the Coyotes, they're badass. Respond amazing to anything. And I haven't seen many cars that can, except for those shitty MT82s, but the automatics, they're built great. You know, I've seen plenty of Coyote 11, and really seen many 15s, because people are still dabbling in those. But I've seen lots of 11 to 14s, stock motor, you know, if it's automatic, stock automatic transmission, running 9s and 8s, you know, with simple torque converter upgrade and stuff like that. But the Coyote guys, God, y'all gotta lay off just a tad. We get it, your motors are great, your cars are great, they're fast, they're hard to beat. But believe it or not, 2 and 3 valves, and even the old 5.4 Shelby motors, and even the old 5.0s and the early SN95 days all the way back to 79, they're great motors. Just really hard to make power with. So you gotta relax and realize we all have a fucking Mustang. Yeah, you get those few assholes sprinkled in who, most of them especially, they bought the 5.0 because they realized they were fast, and that's the only reason. Me, I got a Mustang because I've always loved them. My dream car is actually a 66 bred fastback, 289 4-speed in the floor. That's my dream car. Or a 64.5 coupe, 289 3 in the floor, red black interior like my grandfather had, or on my dad's side, or black or red interior like my mom's mom had. Both 64.5s, 289s, 3 speeds. So you got to realize we all have a Mustang. And at the end of the day, we all love cars. Which I know there are the Ford, Chevy, Pontiac, Mopar, Faithful. But most people, they love everything, like me. I'd kill for a 68 Charger. Or a 71 Barracuda, Hemi Cuda. But, yeah, lay up a little bit, man. It doesn't make owning a car, being in the community, fun for anybody when you get that one dick who's just like, oh my God, you put Cobra badges on your GT. Tie him to the stake and burn him. People really don't care, and most of the time people don't really give a damn about your opinion anyway. Just like most people don't care about mine right now. These are all my opinions, so don't get your panties in a wad. Just like YOLO douchebag, I'm not gonna knock the dude, because I think it's funny how people are getting pissed off and so mad, and especially the 3-valve owners. Which I'm not gonna lie, I did. But then I actually watched his videos and I was like, dude, this is his opinion. Half the time he's right. 3-valve guys, we've got to accept it. We're pretty low on the totem pole because Ford thought it would be funny just to give us 300 horsepower out of a V8 when you have V6s putting out that much. So, you know, as always, subscribe, tell your friends. Hopefully next video I'll have my car back. But, you know, just think on that. The next time you're faced with somebody who even has a clone, because the way I look at it, if people are going to hate on people for putting Cobra badges on their New Edge, then they shouldn't be putting 99, 01, or 03, 04 Cobra bumpers and hoods on it, because that's just as bad, if you want to look at it that way. So just subscribe, tell your friends, leave comments, and I'll see you guys later.